Everyone, good morning. I should take my hair out of here. So, I'm trying to learn Swallowtail, and I can play it pretty good, except that it appears I'm leaving a part out. I don't really know the whole tune, independent of playing it. I can play what sounds like the tune, but Willem can hear exactly what's wrong and knows what's missing and where the note I'm hitting is always the wrong note. But he can't tell me how to do it. He can't help me to fix that one spot because I don't remember where that spot is the next time. I'm The thing about ADHD, an ADHD brain can't hold on to two thoughts or can't hold on to one thought while another thought is in process. So you can't like go retrieve that note after you've stopped thinking that note. But Willem, he's writing out the notation for me. He's so awesome. Now, to compound this situation, we have, this is so awesome that he's doing this. But to compound my situation, is that it? You did it?
Yeah.
Okay, so my violin does not tune to the proper strings because they're going to break. They're too tight always, and it's going to break it. So I can't turn this page. There we go. Okay, so he wrote it out for me. Isn't he amazing? Hip hip hooray for Willem. Hip hip hooray for Willem. Thank you, Willem. Look what he's done. Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da. This one here. Da, 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 dee, da.
Did I not play it? Sing it?
No.
La 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 la.
La, 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 la.
That's the one I'm always doing wrong.
Yeah.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La 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 la. La. La 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 la.
Yeah.
Okay. This is awesome, Willem. This is a source of much frustration. I play it wrong. I ask Willem what to do right. He tries to show me the note. I play it right that one note one time, but as soon as I get away from it, you see all the notes look alike. Like all these little phrases. La 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 la. La la la. Okay. Anyway, this is so awesome, Willem.
Okay.
You have a permanent job. You can fix all my music.
So, and what will my salary be?
Oh, well, we'll talk about that later. A knowing wink. Oh, this is awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Willem. Now I'm going to be able to play it properly.
Okay.
Let's see if we can play it properly. And poor Willem won't have to cringe in the corner anymore. He knows so much music. Okay, so we'll put this here. And we'll put me here. All right. This is so cool. Okay, so now... I can't believe it. Look at this. The source of so much frustration is that, you see, because my strings won't tune to the right height. Like this one won't go tight enough because it'll break. I've broken so many strings, or Willem has, or mostly me. But so this is so cool because you see, when I listen to the guy on Fiddlehead, Fiddle, capital H-E-D, he is an awesome teacher, really awesome. He'll go through like one note, two note, three note, and then we'll do that again. Then he'll add the next three notes, we'll do that, and then we'll add them together, and we'll do it again. Hi, Ellen. Yes, isn't this exciting? I'm so pleased. Okay, so now, would you like to look to the music or to me? It would be easier for me to put you here, and I'll just be here. And we'll be together in this little way. You can see out the window and look at the... do you get a view there, or do you just see... No, you see the back bedroom. Okay. Okay, so let's see if I can do it. You've even got the right notes. D, E, F, G. Now what's that one? G, A, B. So that's... Okay, so now I'll start. That is wonderful. It's very different from what I usually play. Let's see if I can play it a little faster now. Well, let's do the second part. Should we try the second? No, let's just stick with the first part. I'm going to start that over now. No, that part is... Let me do that again. Like a whole different song. This is so cool. Okay, now my problem is always that if I use notation, I'm not listening to the notes. And so I won't be able to know the next note unless I'm looking at the paper. So having an ADHD brain is no picnic. A glamorous picnic is a glicknick. Okay, here we go. You know, like glamping is glamorous camping. So a glamorous picnic is a glicknick. You never know what you'll learn listening to Nancy today. Of course, tomorrow things will be different, like yesterday was. Okay, here we go. So that's that's where it starts. I never knew where this started. Thank you so much, Willem. You have no idea what you've given me. You have no idea. I'm playing it again now. I did leave out this whole section. Like where I wanted to stop, I can see on the notation it kept going. So now we know how to start this thing. There's one place here where I seem to be having trouble. I use my finger leaning, but then I have to go to the next note, which means I have to reorganize all my fingers. That's a little part, so I stumble on that. Let's see if I can do that again. This is where I usually would change to play something else. Yeah. Okay, so that's where I need to figure out how to do my fingering differently. Let's start at that part again. Okay. Okay, now you can look at the music, the notation. If you can, let's see if we can turn that way. Goodness gracious. I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna trip over if you're leaning against my leg. Okay, we start at the beginning. That on my thing is G. Okay, now we're here. This is a repeat, so we're going to go this and jump back there. That's supposed to be an F, right? That's an E. Oh, okay, F. Yeah, see, this is where I'm always mess up. This is the thing I don't know. Let's start over. I'm starting over again. this part right here, this note and this note. Usually because this note and this note on my strings are side by side, so I put my finger there and then I just lean it down and it's doing this note. But then my next finger's not ready to do that note. So let's see if I could just get my next finger ready. First I'm going to go back to here because I don't want to start there. Okay, that's good. So I got my next finger ready to hit that note. Fingering is very important on a piano. You know, you have to know where you're going. Okay, let's start over. I think I'm getting it. You fell down. Okay, here you go again. See, I got hung up there again where my finger has leaned from here to here. And now my next finger has to come there, but it's not so quick. This is not a familiar movement. Uh-oh. I know, it's frustrating, eh? Bury your face in the couch. Hey, good morning. 7 people are here. Well, my amazing Willem has transposed what I play onto there, which is not correct. I mean, his transposing is correct. My playing is not following any regular music because any regular violin playing because my strings are so low. So he's transposed it by looking at my fingers and what I'm already playing. He figured out the key I'm in. And so then he was able to do that. You see, I'll show you what that means. Some of you are probably very musically minded and know all these things from school. Oh, you couldn't see anything, could you? Okay, so here's it we go. So he's got the 2 sharps. 2 sharps. Is that the key of F or the key of D? Oh, good morning, Pam. Okay, so he's written it down. And so what happened before? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. See, this is what I didn't play before. Da 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 da. And oh, here's where I absolutely stopped. From here, I would go something else. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And this is a repeat. This is the second and da 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 da, and that would take me into the next, the B section. We're just working on A. Do I get to hear that great music again, like when we kayaked? Yes, you do. Yes, absolutely. So here we go, Pamela, my dear friend. Okay. mine is different than his. Let's see if I can play that part. There's been a lot of ticks in our lives lately. Maya was no, not Maya. Desmond got bitten 3 times by ticks at the provincial park. I got bitten the other day, and so we left and went to the hospital in the middle of the week. And since the next day was going to be raining, we stayed home. And the next day was going to be camping, and so we camped for 3 days. It was really nice to be with the grandchildren. Camping with the grandchildren was fun. Part of the time, but a lot of the time they were upset with me. It was very interesting to be around little children that were angry with you. And it was like, why am I here? There were 2 incidents. I didn't tell Elida. I should tell Elida. Anyway, one incident, Maya had a stick. The kids were playing balls in the yard. They had a stick, and they were hitting the ball with their sticks. And someone put that stick in the fire by accident, thinking it was just a stick. But of course, we're not supposed to put sticks in the fire at the campground. You're supposed to buy all the wood and no twigs or anything. I mean, it's one of those forest fires waiting to happen, right? They're really stacking up brush in the woods, trees, logs, looks like the whole woods is falling over. But anyway, there's woods there still. But it's all on the ground. Anyway, so the stick was tossed into the fire. And I was sitting in the tent, and she comes down from the fire, down the hill, standing in front of my tent, crying, weeping, holding this stick by the end, which is on fire. There's flames on this stick. They're low flames, but they're not here. And I see the stick, and I say, Maya, don't take the stick out of the fire. Put the stick back in the fire. And she's standing there crying and screaming, ah! And, it's my stick, it's my stick. And I say, drop the stick, you're going to get burned. Drop it, drop it. My stick is burning. And she just would not react. There was absolutely no reaction. And she was so mad that her stick, and so sad that her stick, but it was more like a tantrum. It was really angry. Her stick was on fire, and she was so upset that someone had burned her stick. I could see you could form an attachment to a stick. You know, we form attachment to odd things like cars, violins, you know. Anyway, so she's got this attachment to the stick, which someone has burned. And she's standing there holding the stick, which is on fire, screaming, and I'm yelling at her, drop the stick, drop the stick, drop the stick. Maya, drop the stick, you're going to get burned. And she's just not listening. I said, okay then, hold on to the stick, and your finger is going to get burned. Do you want your finger to get burned? Keep holding the stick to find out what it feels like when your finger burns. And she's just screaming and screaming and screaming, and I say, fine, I'm not part of this. And I don't remember what happened after that. I don't know if she dropped the stick. I don't think she ever did drop the stick. I guess I got up and took it away from her. I mean, that's a sensible parental kind of thing to do. I don't remember that. Maybe that was with adrenaline. So I don't have a memory of that part. Anyway. And so then she just is mad at me. She just stays mad at me. Here, Maya. Or, you know, and there's certain things you ask her and it'll make her mad. Like, do you want a sandwich? No. Would you like to wear a jacket? Here, it's very cold. No. And she's now 5. So when she says no, it means no, and there's no changing her mind. Absolutely not. Unless you want to have this huge scene of contention and just give the whole situation over to Satan, which I think I did a lot in my life with my kids. It's just no wonder they don't think the gospel means much. But anyway, so I didn't want to do that. Anyway, but she's mad. So all of her responses to me were angry. Which was very taxing and draining. And then she was hanging out with my daughter-in-law, and who was loving her up, and it was all wonderful and wonderful and wonderful. And every time she talked to me, she was angry at me. Every time she see her, she was like smiling and happy and all that. And so I thought, they don't like me. She doesn't like me. And then the same thing was happening with Desmond. He would get mad at me for all these little things. And I thought, what's going on here? And then after they're all home, Desmond got some ticks under his arm, and so they go to emergency, and I come in there, and Maya runs and hugs my leg. I love you, Grandma. And Desmond runs and hugs my leg. I love you. It's like, is this the same party? What goes on here? How can you love someone and hate someone at the same time? It's so weird. I guess I haven't been 5 for a long time. Or 8. How long ago was that? I'm going to be 67 in 2 months. So I'm 66. Live it up. Enjoy it while you can, because soon it will change and the number will get higher. You're older than you've ever been, and hey, let's play that on here. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're even older, and now you're even older. You're older than you've ever been, and now you're even older, and now you're older still. You gotta make this screen better, because it's showing you the white behind my head. But if my head were bigger on the screen, you wouldn't see the white. Oh, look, now you see the cupboards. Now you don't see me, though. It's so hard to regulate these things. Oh, and parents are so different now. Parents, they use these different words, like this son was having an off-the-wall tantrum thing going on, but he was older, so he wasn't like laying on the floor kicking his feet up and down in the air, screaming. Remember them? You just pick them up like a turtle. You pick them up right across the center, and you lift them so that their flailing hands and flailing feet don't get you. Have you been gotten? I have. Anyway, and so the mother says, I'm about to tell the child something, and I say something, and she says, he's having a hard time regulating right now. Like, what has happened to the English language? Having a hard time regulating himself. Like, he's having a conniption fit. he's off the wall. He's a mess. He's having a hard time regulating himself right now. What used to be called behavior problems are now having a hard time regulating. And, my daughter, she says, now breathe deeply. Breathe. Just slow down. Take a deep breath. For me, it was, do it or I'm going to get you. When I was young, you didn't have any of this. She's having a hard time regulating. It's, you get in your bedroom or I'm going to, my father was not very, she's having a hard time regulating herself. Can you imagine if you were told that, if you heard someone say that about you when you were having a conniption fit? Oh, but we're so advanced, our society. Our language is so advanced, and our children are so exceptionally smart. Everyone is way above average, except those who aren't, and whose parents, of course, would not say things to them like regulate, because, they are not advanced either. Anyway, I was going to play you this song, not this one, which we're working on. I'm going to play you this other song. Let's see, what is this other song? Giants. They Must Be Giants. That's who wrote it. So you can look them up on YouTube. They Must Be Giants. And that's the name of the band. It's They Must Be Giants. And the name of the song is You're Older Than You've Ever Been, or It's Later Than It's Ever Been. You're older than you've ever been. Oh, that's got one of those wonky notes. There's special words for wonky notes. Something like sharp and flat. But wonky kind of covers them all, don't you think? I mean, there's nice notes like these. And then there's wonky ones like... But they sound like they're fine when you just play wonky notes. That's what we call a scale. There's the scale of C, and then there's the wonky scale of D, and the wonky scale. C is all just whole notes, the regular white notes on the piano. But wonky notes are the ones in between, or otherwise known as the black notes. But if all you play is a different scale, it makes it like the wonky notes are not wonky. Everything is made of wonky notes. All right, let's go back and practice singing again, since I can't figure out how to play. You're older than you've ever been, and now it's because been is a wonky note. Okay. So this is where it starts. I never knew where this song started. So it starts with G and E. No. Okay, you want me to play it fast? I like playing this one. I get going. I was playing it in the field yesterday, and all the people that were going to the washroom far away on the other side of the field, some of them would stop and just watch, or sit and listen, and others would turn and look as they walked by. It was kind of fun to be able to provide something nice for people. That's the part I always would leave it. Oh, that one's different. The real way, which is written down here, is not my way. It's like, in the scriptures when it says, the Lord says to us, he says, my ways are not your ways. You know why that is? It's like the difference in Willem and me. He knows stuff. He knows stuff. He can write down notes on papers to go with my thing. He knows stuff. The Lord knows stuff. My ways are not your ways. Why not? Oh, because he's interested in different stuff? No, it's because he knows stuff. It's like your parents' ways are not your ways. They know stuff. On account of their exceedingly great age, exceeding experience, which creates wisdom, because every time you mess up, you get a little bit of wisdom. So the really wise people are probably all in jail. No, if they're really wise, then they learn from their mistakes and they got out. Boy, we mess up on earth, don't we? We make so many mistakes thinking, oh, this will work. Yes, I can hit this. I can hold this needle with my fingers and hit it with a hammer. Look, the answer to a 3 to 6 year old is keep them safe, then ignore them until they have had their fill of being so mad at you, and then they will forget about being mad. Works for me. Oh wait, Pamela said, kids, they just have their moments. But they sure really love Grandma, even when they don't get their way. Wonderful when they get so much in nature with you. Well, they don't generally. Namby says, the answer to a 3 to 6 year old is keep them safe, Then ignore them until they have had their fill of being so mad at you, and then they will forget about being mad. Yes, exactly. That's a very good point. I usually walked away when my kids would get upset. I would just, okay, you can be yelling and screaming. You can stay in your, but can you yell and scream in that room over there? Or you go in that, I'm going to go outside while you yell and scream because it's kind of loud. My poor children. I psych them. It's kind of like regulated. He's having a hard time regulating. What does that mean? No, that's not how it goes, is it? It goes like this. Okay. I don't think I've got the right notes there. Yeah, that's where I do it wrong. Oh, yeah, that doesn't go down there. No, I don't think that's where it goes. Huh. That's a B. So it doesn't. Then I have to change the page. I'm gonna have to rip out the page. Oh no, oh no. Maybe I can rip out the second page. Alright, now I'll put them side by each. It's what they say in Canada. Everywhere else they say side by side. Are we having fun yet? Let's see. Pamela says, now Pamela works with children, especially children that are having a little trouble, right? So when we understand self-regulation, it does support better behavior. I did not hear anything about self-regulation until I moved to Ontario and taught in schools. Words escalate or de-escalate a situation. Yeah, like that yelling with Maya, yelling, and she was, and it hit me, she's not listening. Don't yell. When we understand self-regulation, regulating, Self-regulation. Okay. It's called self-control, right? But it's not really control, it's regulate, I guess. When we understand self-regulation, it does support better behavior. Okay. Regulating, Nanby says, that's so funny. I must use that word when I get anxiety riding in a car and my husband driving. I'm having a hard time regulating. Okay, I love your videos and you're a great grandma. Thank you. Okay, so now, Nan, you're a great musician. What do you think about this musical endeavor? This is, what is the name of this swallowtail? La 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 and then that's repeated. But this next part, la la, is G. I have to do my notes. La 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 la. No. Huh. Yeah, this whole second part is a bit of a trip. Okay, let's turn this around. And we'll have to take you out of your case. Oh, look how big everything is. That's perfect. Nanby says, I love your music and watching you self-regulate all those notes. Actually, you were proving very well. Love it. Thank you, Nance. This is fun. Okay, so now I have to get out of the words. We'll just wait. The words go away. There they go. Okay, so now we'll stick you in the couch. Will that work? You may get some of the notes. What if I put this just a little closer? So what we're going to do is we're going to start, I'll use my pointer. We're going to start here, which is the ending of the first part. Da 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 da. No, this is not low. This is okay. Let's go back to here. Da 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 da. That's the same one. Da 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 da. Anyway, I've lost my notes. Let's see if I can do this. This is a G. D E F G. What is that? That's a B. No, this is on the bottom scale. Oh, it's the top scale. All right, I messed up again. Gonna go back to here. I'll go back to the beginning. Oops. Now I gotta figure that out again. don't go to there. Oh yeah, that's the second ending. No, 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 no. I go from here to here. Right. Alright, let's see if we can do that. I don't know where to start. Wait a minute. No, wait. Where is that? That's a G. Oh. So this from here to there, it's a B. That's important. Let's start again at the B. No, I'm not doing it right. What are these notes? Playing by ear is good for me. Alright. We'll start somewhere. Where should we start? Here. That's this is a C. And that would be a G and that would be a B. Okay, B. What in the world is this? Let's see if we can figure this part out. But I have to get there. Everything getting there is a little difficult too. Let's start at the beginning. I like the beginning. I've never played that part, have I?
No.
No, so that's why I can't figure it out.
You played it. You played it. You played it lower. You played it a lot lower, and only a small part of it.
All right. Thank you, Willem.
That's how you end it. But it goes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I need to hear it. And again. Oh, I'm getting confused. Confusion doesn't become me. When I get confused, I have a hard time self-regulating. What does self-regulating even mean? Regulating my moods? Is that not the same as control? We can't really control ourselves. Nancy is getting so much on her violin. Good morning. I'm still pondering regulation. That was Ellen, and that was Susan that says, I'm getting so much better. I love Susan. Isn't that a wonderful thing to tell a person? And Susan says, hi, Pamela, Nan, and Ellen, too. Good morning. Hi, I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was going live, Susan. I was going to tell you, but... Okay, Pamela Ferris says, have a magical day, Nancy. Call me and visit our beautiful waterfalls, and let's do a river run on the kayaks. Love and hugs. All righty then. I suppose she's gone. Are you gone? Anyway, we're camping. It was really weird to go from from camping here in an RV. I don't think of RV as camping. I think of it as a tiny house. My kind of tiny house, not a house that's so tiny you can't turn around or stretch out in. That is called an outhouse. If you'd like to live in the outhouse, make do. Put in a loft. You could put plumbing above the outhouse part. It really is part of our lives, regulating. Well, yes, learning to change our behavior, and this isn't a very nice background. Why don't I turn this way, and you can see that we do have a nice background. You see, if you look over here, you'll see that this part that you've been looking at, this is the sticking out part of the trailer. So if we didn't have that sticking out, we'd have a lovely view. What do you think? Could we get a chainsaw? Actually, you could just push a button and it'll come in. But I wonder what will happen when it comes in. Hey, look me over, lend me an ear. Is that metallic? Will this stick to that? No, it won't. Sorry to put your face in it. Well, I must say it's quite frustrating to do this. But I'm getting it. The thing is, what I need to have is I need to have that music over and over in my head so that I know the right music, so that I don't hum it wrong all the time. See, it's really easy to learn a piece you already know. When you already know how to sing a song, it's easy to play it. You already know the tune, but if you don't even know the tune, how are you going to play it? I guess that's when you need music. You were getting ready for a doctor's appointment today, Susan. And Ellen says we are having rain here today, too. And Susan says, thanks to Nancy and the Lord, I've changed my life. Just getting outside every day has changed my pain level and my life. Isn't that amazing? We think that when we're sitting down that moving is going to be the worst thing, it's going to hurt. Because we've tried it before, and it hurts when you get up and you start to move. But what happens is that you sit and you get into this sitting position and you stand up and you're still in this sitting position because your body doesn't want to do something. And the actual stretching out, like maybe you can stretch out a bit because you may have a whatever. But so what you need to do is hold on to something. You have to get up, and if you're having a hard time straightening up, if you can only go on an angle, you put your hands against something. Or you put them on the ceiling. If you happen to be in a little tiny RV. This isn't little or tiny. This is quite spacious. It's quite lovely, actually. I'm just not used to it yet. So for me, it's like camping. But after camping, going from here camping to going to the provincial park camping in a tent, well, that was really different. This here is more like working outside. When I wanted to have a career, I couldn't figure out what in the world I should do, and I really wanted to work on a park. I just wanted to be a park person that could stay outside. You would? Yeah, walking bent over is horrible. That's why you need a walker. At least a walker you can hold on to and push yourself up. And it's so important that you stretch when you lay in bed. You have to try and straighten yourself. Try and lay on your back. Just roll on. I don't mean stay on your back, but that hurts me if I lay on my back for too long. I think the disc slips down. I think it's gravity that's doing it, really. Well, isn't this exciting? I'm actually learning these notes. But now maybe I could listen to Fiddlehead play it. Fiddlehead is so good. If you want to learn anything on the violin and you don't know how to figure it out, he's good. It's all by ear. Well, he does tell you stuff, but a friend just gave us some exercise logs. Great for stretching. All the exercise logs out here have ticks on them. Well, I mean, not all of them, but all the ones I sit on. I was using a walker that I crocheted over and put flowers and buttons. Oh, yes, that's right. That's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, so pushing yourself into a straight position, and then if you can hold on to a doorway and inch your way up, you just have to straighten your body every day. Because otherwise, it will grow. Each you did it to your cane too. Each vertebrae has those spikes sticking out. They're it's actually like a skirt that goes around it, but they call them something. It's like somebody threw rice at your back. What is that called? Bone spurs. And so if you don't move, then the bone spurs they're just gonna keep coming out. These are the discs, and these are the vertebrae. In between are the discs, which are invisible. We have invisible discs in our spine. And if everything keeps bent over, and it always stays bent over and never straightens up to be straight, it's hard to do this in reverse. So if they're always bent over and never up straight, then those bone spurs are going to be able to grow unimpeded between these two vertebrae, so that when you do try and straighten up, those bone spurs are now spiking into each other. So you can't straighten up. So it's very important that you straighten up all the time. May I help you find something in our store?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. It might be in the refrigerator.
Really?
Otherwise, it might not be.
Right. Okay. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, we all get lots of bone spurs as we age. I would like it if they would just laser them off. Like, they can do so much else. Like, if they can laser in your eye and burn away part of your eyeball so that it's a different shape so you see better. They can do that with a laser. Why can't they put a laser, does that mean they're going to have to laser through the skin? Well, is that a bad thing? You just have all these little cuts on your back. They should just laser all the bone spurs off your back. Like, this is simple, isn't it? Oh, but I suppose there's a lot of nerves in there. And I suppose that's where the problem is. Back surgery is supposed to be really bad, really hard. But I don't suppose that it's the same now as it was 60 years ago. Here's another reason for hope.
So peanut butter.
There is peanut butter.
Is it in a pavilion, you think?
Did you take it to the pavilion?
I don't know.
Oh, no, that would not have. We can either be here or we can there, or we have to have stocked 2 entire cupboards. Oh, look. It was hiding behind and under the chips. Ta-da!
Oh, thank you.
Peanut butter, jelly. Do you want jelly? We don't have jelly. I do not require our food to agree with us. I wasn't going to bring any chips because I was going to be as big. But not only have I chips, I found some keto bombs, which are peanut butter and whatever. But I think they made my knee hurt.
I'll say silent prayer for the blessing. Okay. Next to the blessing.
All right, that's important. This is a very beautiful RV. Notice how it's got all this lovely wallpaper and all these things. They match the couch. The couch matches this. That matches this furniture in here. See, this is the other room. Complete with a fallen room. And we have all this storage. And a little tiny bathroom, which I don't really like. So we don't use it. We go outside. Oh, did I hum it right?
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. I gotta start humming it right, because if you're gonna play by ear, your ear has to be attuned to what the right notes are, and you have to figure that out. All right. What?
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Look, I'm gonna eat some of this hummus, but first I have to wash my hand off. Now this thing went squirting off the top a minute ago. You had a kidney stone zapped by lasers. Well, so did they make a hole all the way through you when they did that? Oh dear. Oh dear, we got crap here we got to get rid of. Let's see what else we have to get rid of. Okay. All right, there we go. You feel free to delete things that show up. Usually if they're in another language and have something in it that's blue or capitalized or spelled wrong. Of course, you might not know that if it's in another language, but stuff in another language is probably not, if it's got a link in it, don't follow it. Susan says, I have tons of jars of peanut butter. I get them from the food pantry. Oh no, troll. Yes, that's what happened. I had a kidney stone zapped by lasers. Ellen said, big peanut butter recall. No, it went through everything. Didn't hurt at all. Really? So they can do that? Well, if they can do that, then I think they should target. Maybe they wouldn't be able to get all the bone spurs in case of getting the nerves. But they could certainly be able to file off the points. Maybe there's not enough back surgeons for all the people that are going to need it. Hi, Willem. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to hang out with Willem now. Thank you for coming along. It's been fun. Bye. Oops, that wasn't